Let's also just tell our viewers that at this point of time, Mr. Gilani is in fact coming out of court, because now that we know that the proceedings have been adjourned till the 1st of Feb, he will be coming out of court, and that of course with that big entourage that he actually entered with, comprising of course of a lot of cabinet ministers as well. This is the latest that we're getting from Islamabad at this point, the live visuals there, and Mr. Gilani would be coming out of court very soon. A huge contingent of security personnel of course have been deployed for this particular hearing in the Supreme Court. The Pakistani Prime Minister himself heading to court and defending himself and his government really on that contempt notice that was filed against him. And at this point of time, the Supreme Court has been adjourned till the 1st of Feb, and we can also see Interior Minister Rehman Malik there coming out. He in fact spoke to the media before the court proceedings began, saying that whatever it is, they were standing by the Pakistani Prime Minister Gilani. A lot of other cabinet ministers as well are a part of that big entourage that went along with Prime Minister Gilani, and as we can see, it's been a dramatic day really for everyone who's been watching those developments in the Pakistan Supreme Court. And now there you can see Mr. Gilani is coming out, waving to all his supporters who've gathered there. A lot of them in fact being politicians as well, a lot of security personnel there, and hopefully he would be speaking to the media in a short while from now. A huge stand that we've seen from him, not just appearing himself personally in the court, but also defending his government, but at the same time not apologizing really for what the court had said that about not reopening those cases, grave cases against President Zardari. He of course saying that Zardari enjoys immunity not just within the country but outside as well, which is why his office, he himself cannot reopen those cases. And now perhaps we'll see the Law Ministry really sending out a note of sorts or a reply of sorts to the Supreme Court. Alright, so a breather really for Mr. Gilani there, and a huge support that we're seeing for him there outside the Supreme Court as well. We're trying to get some reactions of course from Islamabad as well, and we also have Mateen Haider who's joining us on the phone line, I believe. Mr. Haider, can you give us? I can hear you. Yes. Can you give us a sense of what's happening at this point? We are of course seeing him move away. Yes.
The court has now fixed the next date, 3rd February 2011, and Prime Minister and his consort, they are about to come out. Prime Minister Gilani is coming out. This is the latest. Prime Minister Gilani is coming out of the court, surrounded by pro-People's Party lawyers and hundreds of Pakistan People's Party workers. And this is what the latest from Islamabad. Gilani is just now coming out after making a statement before the Supreme Court of Pakistan. As you can see the TV visuals, Prime Minister is coming out of the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and he's waving. Prime Minister Gilani is waving, driving himself, right? And hundreds of security commandos and Pakistan People's Party workers and pro-People's Party lawyers are around his car, right? So there are People's Party workers who are chanting slogans right on the Constitution Avenue. And next date is the 3rd February 2011, and the court in the next hearing has exempted Prime Minister Gilani of a personal appearance, and only Prime Minister can appear before the court. And
hello, Mateen Haider. I think we've lost that.
Alright, so yeah, we seem to have lost that link there with Mr. Mateen Haider, the Dawn News correspondent, giving us an update on what really was happening. In fact, let's just tell our viewers that what you're seeing now are live visuals of Pakistani Prime Minister Gilani and his convoy leaving the Supreme Court. He of course personally attended the court today, the Supreme Court, and defended his government. Surya, if you could just also take us through the developments and how significant they are really for Pakistan.
Well, I think today's development in that sense, the serving Prime Minister appearing before the Supreme Court, conveying to them that they had no intention to insult the court or in any way demean it, and the fact that they have, but there was no apology. and sticking to their stand that the President enjoyed immunity. In which event the Supreme Court has responded saying that if the President enjoys immunity, how come they were never told about it? So one would presume that in the course of the next, before the next hearing in February, the Law Minister